All right, well, hello, and welcome to the December Macomb Park Board of Commissioners meeting. And as always, we will start with the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda.
All right, is there a second? All right, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And the agenda stands approved. Consideration of an action on the minutes from November. Are there any corrections, additions, or deletions? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
Make the motion to approve the minutes.
All right, is there a second?
Second it.
All right, it has been moved and seconded to approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the minutes stand approved. Bills and transfers and monthly financial statements. Commissioner Ham, please.
Thank you. For November 2021, our consolidated fund, the cash on hand at the end of the month is $70,954, of which $65,296 is in capital projects and $5,658 is in savings. The revenues for November were $1,538 better than our budget. The expenses were $17,129 more than budget. And we ended the month $18,667 better than budget expectations. For the year to date, we're at $168,697 better than budget. For the general fund, we ended November with $479,228 cash on hand, $476,541 in the general fund, and $2,687 approximately in the savings. The revenues ended the month $1,759 better than the budget. The expenses for the month ran $1,346 more than budget. So overall, we did end the month $413 better than the budget projections. For the year to date, it is $96,509 ahead of the budget projections. The corporate account, we did end the month $830 lower than the budget projections. For the year to date, we're still $60,379 ahead of budget. Recreation, overall, we ended the month $1,136 lower than budget. For the year to date, we're still $9,146 ahead of the budget projections. For Lakeview, overall for the month, we ended $244 better than budget. For the year to date, we're still $2,236 ahead of the budget. Ball 4, $47 was more than the budget for the month overall. For the expenses, for the year to date, we are $5,371 below budget expectations. Special rec, overall, we ended the month $2,482 better than budget. For year to date, we are at around $19,444 better than the budget. Police accounts, the expenses ended $40 for the month overall. Year to date, we're still $1,641 better than the budgets. Payroll, wages ended for the month $2,785 below budget. And year to date, we are at $57,319 better than budget. As I may have mentioned last month, we did receive a distribution of $158,446.83 on November 18th. Bond money that was deposited also December 8th that we had discussed last meeting of $638,502.50.
Okay, thanks, Russ. Any questions for Commissioner Ham? All right. If there are no questions, is there a motion to approve bills and transfers and monthly financial statements?
I'll make the motion to approve.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Weiss,
Aye?
Commissioner Edwards,
Aye.
Commissioner Gamage,
Aye.
Commissioner Ham,
Aye.
Commissioner Selders.
Aye.
All right, and the bills and transfers and monthly financial statements stand approved as published. We do not have anyone for open public presentations to the commissioners, so moving on to the president's report. As some of you out there in TV and internet land may have noticed, we have another individual sitting with us tonight. I would like to welcome our new board attorney, Emily Sutton. So welcome, Emily.
Thank you.
We're really looking forward to working with you for the
Foreseeable future.
foreseeable future. Absolutely.
Glad to be here.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Commissioner Ham has agreed to go to Chicago. I found out my daughter made All-State, and it's that same weekend, so I'm going to be in Peoria while Russ will be up in Chicago. So thank you, Russ, for jumping in and doing that for me. So appreciate it. Let's see. I would also like to take this time to thank all the staff and the volunteers. Been another roller coaster of a year, thanks to COVID. But again, your staff has gone above and beyond to make to providing for this community. So thank you, and know that that your work is appreciated by the board, and we're excited for the new year to begin. So,
Okay.
all right. And that's all I got. So moving on to the director's
Okay.
report.
Here we go. Well, I came prepared for the holiday season.
Yes.
TV
yes.
land, you're welcome. To start off, our end of the year work is finally starting to wrap up. We've got a lot of planning that has already been commencing for the new year. Planning for events has been going on. We've been working on new legal policy that was brought to our attention at the legal symposium, which will be delightful reading for you in the near future. Yeah, just a lot of end of the year work being done. Our prairie out at Lakeview Nature Area, we did a prairie burn. That's something that we do every 2 years. Well, actually every year, because we cycle in 3 different sections. So you can see a photo there of the prairie being burned. Thank you to the community for not calling the police department on us. That is on purpose. For those who want to enjoy the prairie during the winter season, the facility itself is still open. You can go and enjoy the prairie. The gates will be locked. This is something that we do every year, seeing how our security team kind of dwindles down in our off season. But we've had a new sign put up just to tell people they can come out and enjoy the space during the winter months. There's still a lot going on. Natalie is still providing story walk experiences. As you can see, there's a new story walk that's been put up called Over and Under. She does a great job of finding books that are related to nature, and they have beautiful illustrations by artists, and it's really a wonderful experience to be able to go out and enjoy. So if you guys are looking for something fun to do on the weekend or any day of the week, Lakeview Nature Area is there for you to utilize. Our programming for 2020 has also been released. You can check out our website, macombparkdistrict.com, to learn more. Mostly a lot happening out at Lakeview and ceramics, but again, a lot to be released here in the near future about upcoming events for the new year. You all might see, don't be jealous, I am sporting a new pin today. TGR Design has been doing several of these campaigns. There are pins for the community, different community organizations. I believe the Old Dairy has one, Fort Gottonia has one, and he created one also for the Macomb Park District. So these pins cost $10, $5 of which goes to just general operations in the parks. So, if you are interested in purchasing one, a great stocking stuffer. If you're looking for last minute ideas, you can come to the Macomb Park District and buy one and support your local community. So we really love the design of this. It has a play on our logo. So thank you to TJR Design for including us in that campaign. And also hot off the presses today, each of you have in front of you a box. Rock Loxley, our AmeriCorps fellow, created the game based on the world he developed in the Macomb School of Magic. I have never imagined that the Macomb Park District would have its own board game, and here we are. It's very cool, slightly intense of a game. Like if you have anxiety, like take some deep breathing before you do this. It's a very fun game. So I'm very impressed with the work that he did. I love the concept of what he's created. This entire Macomb School of Magic world is based on McDonough County history. The headmasters of each of the houses is based on an actual historical figure in Macomb and McDonough County. So it's a really cool way to kind of merge the two concepts and make our history a little bit more accessible. And also a fun way to play a game that has to do with Macomb and saving the Macomb Park. So I think, as it says on the box, only you and your friends can save the Macomb Park District from affliction. So enjoy. Those are from Rock to you guys as a thank you for supporting his
Very nice.
initiative and something for you guys to enjoy on the holidays. Moving right along, update on Patton Park. The Rocky Dog was placed this afternoon. I got a notice while I was at the old dairy. Dave Thompson came up and said, "Hey, I heard the dog's going up right now." So away I went. So this is the dog that Dan and Linda O'Neill donated to the dog park to be placed in front of it. And I think it's going to be a very fun addition for families and dog lovers to enjoy. Also happening out at Patton, the bathroom is coming sooner than we anticipated, which makes just a ton of sense because our maintenance superintendent is on vacation. So I owe Alice Ortman and Skip Bowles a word of thanks. They hopped in and helped us trim a tree that was kind of overhanging where the bathroom is going to be placed. So they were more than willing to help, and we thank them for that. IMEG anticipates that the bathroom will be installed this Thursday. So
Wow.
that is moving right along.
Fantastic.
I was anticipating after the new year, so it'll be great to have that up and not running because we don't have bathrooms open during the winter, but it will be ready to be running when we open the parks again. So, let's see. And with all the construction and updating happening in Patton, I want to take a minute to thank all of our Push for Parks partners. These are the businesses who band with us this year and helped us raise funding and help spread the word for all the renovations and development happening out at Patton Park. So thank you to Forgotonia Brewing, Brown's Shoe Fit, Magnolia's, Nelson's, Sullivan Taylor, Community News and Market, Free Range Yoga, Arnold Brothers, Cooling and Heating. You're not on this because yours was in 2020. I was about to have a panic attack. But thank you to those who partnered with us in 2021 to help raise funding for the park. But also thank you to the.
Disappeared like.
It went so quick. It really did. We will be closed Christmas Eve through the new year. This is our gift to the staff. They work so hard during the spring, summer, and fall months. They put in more hours than is asked of them. And so this is our gift to them to kind of get some reprieve and get rejuvenated for when we go full scale again in the new year. So this was a picture of us after our holiday party.
I like Rock's ears.
He does. He pays attention to the little details. So from the staff to all of you guys, happy holidays. Thank you for all of your support throughout the year, all the time that you guys dedicate to, the policies and procedures and the financials, and not always the exciting things, but without you guys, we also wouldn't be able to support this community. So thank you for all of your guys' time and dedication as well. And then I do have a few last minute notes just to add. I am excited to meet with Campfire Concepts. They reached out. We're going to be meeting with them, or I'm going to be meeting with them on Thursday afternoon when we get up to Chicago just to touch base, meet each of their representatives. They have sent a very lengthy requested documentation for getting started on the strategic plan. So I'm excited and overwhelmed at the same time, to be honest. But I think this is going to be fantastic, and I'm so happy to see this starting to come to fruition. Myself, Neil, and Kara will be the staff in attendance at this year's conference. As Phil mentioned, Commissioner Ham is joining, and then excited to have Emily join us, Emily Sutton, join us as well. Excited to get her introduced to some of the legal counsel from IAPD, but also it's just a great educational experience. So thank you for being willing to attend that as well. And then in a surprising turn of events, I was invited to apply for a board position with iParks, which is our risk agency. They're who provide our insurance. And found out I was running against an incumbent. I didn't even realize that it was an election process, so I didn't think much into it. And I have been elected to the iParks board. So
Congratulations.
thank you. I think excited, but it's another opportunity for us to put Macomb, on the map. That I'm on the board with people like Peter Murphy, who is the CEO and director of IAPD, and Jason Anselman, and so executive directors, mostly up in the Chicagoland area. So it'll be nice to get some input from somebody south of I-80.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy to provide that to them. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, but
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, and that is all I have.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Rachel. All right. Next on the agenda is consideration and action on the 2021 property tax levy ordinance number 341. So, and I'll read a little bit from that. Ordinance levying and assessing the taxes of the Macomb Park District for the calendar year beginning January 1 of 2022 and ending December 31st of 2022. Whereas on March 16, 2021, the Board of Commissioners of the Macomb Park District passed the annual budget and appropriation ordinance of said district for the fiscal year beginning January 1, 2021 and ending December 31, 2021. And upon said date, the said ordinance was duly signed and approved by the President of the Board of Commissioners of said district and signed by the Secretary of said board. As required by law, be it ordained by the Board of Commissioners of the Macomb Park District. And with that, Director Lenz, would you like to please provide the board more detail?
Absolutely. So this year, our tax levy, it looks very much the same except for two areas. You'll see a little bit of a change. So we have a I don't want to call it surplus, but we have a savings of funding in each of the accounts that are restricted by law, that we can only spend those dollars for those reasons, one of them being IMRF, our retirement system, for example. We levy tax dollars towards IMRF. They have to remain paid towards IMRF. There are a few funds that we can levy for that have some flexibility. So if we need to do an interfund loan, and for whatever, from corporate, per example, we can forgive that loan because it is not restricted by law. There's some flexibility there. So in conversation with IAPD's lead counsel, Jason Ansel, prior to us having Emily with us, he explained a new law that passed not too long ago for PTEL counties. We can automatically levy up to the maximum statutory limit for corp and rec without having to go to a referendum, as long as we don't go over our maximum allowable limit. So we can, for example, take IMRF, if we have enough funding to cover us for the year, we can take that down to, let's say, $1,000, and what we would have levied in IMRF, we can levy from Corp or Rec. And those dollars, again, become more flexible. And in all honesty, those are the two accounts that we have the most need in, because most of our budget most of our expenses are from salaries, utilities, and then contract work for our events and such things. So this is a huge win for us. This is going to help us find a little bit more financial flexibility, and it's going to give Chris Frankhauser a little bit more ability to breathe through the year as I spend money. So, no, this was a win, and something that I'm still learning new things every day. So this was a great learning opportunity for me as well. So those are the only differences you will see. Otherwise, our fund levies are the same. We have Corp Rec, IMRF, workman's comp, the SRA, the audit, liability insurance. So our total, I did not add that up. I'm going to add that up for you and give it to you before we leave. I will get you guys the total, but it is about 1.2 million that we'll be levying with the bond.
Mm-hmm.
But I will get that exact number at the end of the meeting. Is that clear as mud?
Do you guys have any questions for Director Lenz regarding this? I'm pretty excited about this new, I would say opportunity with the changes and the added information we now know, because now a lot of those monies that we weren't able to touch, we can now have that distributed in a way that can be utilized.
Yeah.
So,
And this is, another reason that we pay into an association. That a lot of this work was done through the advocacy from Jason and his team at IAPD. So this will be a win for us.
absolutely. So, again, any questions? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
Would like to approve ordinance number 341 for the calendar year 2021.
All right. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right. It's been moved and seconded. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Edwards.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamage.
Aye.
Commissioner Ham.
Aye.
Commissioner Selders.
Aye.
Commissioner Weiss.
Aye. All right. And it has passed. Fantastic. All right. Which leads us now to open commissioner presentation and discussion of future agenda items. Anyone have anything they would like to talk about, discuss? All right. Hearing none, we'll move on to the final piece of our agenda. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, it has been moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, and we stand adjourned. Thank you all very much.